than this one, so I'll watch this one first. The fake world of broke rapper lifestyles. A lot of these dudes be broke. I ain't gonna lie, and I'm not broke shaming. I'm just saying that they try to portray something that they're not, and it's marketing. It's smart because it brings you in, but they're not really living like that. I'm not gonna lie. So let's go.
I don't want to be a regular.
Like me, for instance, everything is rented, and this is a green screen in the back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You know why? Because these regular rappers be broke. This is capped. The industry is
So
capped.
how you have a
It's
green
not
screen with a
real.
green screen, but it's not? Never mind.
Yo, it's all a facade. Shut up. Jeez.
I don't want to be a regular rapper. You know why? Because these regular rappers be broke. This is capped. The industry is capped. This is not real, bro. This is all perception and perspective and everything.
50-50, we gonna have and have.
Oh, you're in a 360?
I don't know. No.
I remember this. This is Everyday Struggle.
Don't tell me you don't know.
It's amazing
Lil
how
Yachty.
rapper contracts.
See, this is the thing. Lil Yachty got money. All right. So you got to, it's hard to tell who does and who doesn't, but it's also not hard at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Have been the center of ambiguity and confusion for 30 years. How do rappers still not know what's going on with their business? We see it every day. As soon as they get the deal, the first thing they do is get the rapper starter kit. Why is rap the only art form that idolizes being a customer?
I need like 3-4 of these this long.
Look how many tags, 20 tags already.
Great customer.
Okay, I've never been to a strip club before, right? And it feels kind of crazy to say, but also not, because I don't think I would enjoy throwing my money away. Like, I don't, no matter how much money I have, it's just like, no, you know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't opposed to seeing, hey, I said, I ain't what it. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not throwing my money away, bro. Y'all really think I've never been to a strip club before? I've never been to a strip club before. I've never been to a strip club. And I want to go, but even like the area that I live in and lived in, I don't think there's no, like, you know what I'm saying, there's no main attractions, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they all look
go
like.
to 42nd Street. I got you.
What's on 42nd Street?
Trust me.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the trust me. I don't like that.
It's like the similar to Atlanta's. Never mind.
You know what? Yeah.
Great customer.
We're at 52,000 right now. All right, so it'll be 52,000 flat.
All right. You can maybe do 50. I brought 100. I'm trying to leave it 50 for real.
Great customer. And on the other hand, people like Lil Baby actually can't afford these types of expenses. But this is where it starts. First is the chain, rented vehicle, Airbnb, and random IG model looking for a quick buck.
No, that was crazy right there. That's the first time we let people perform. You lost something, bro? Right there. Hold it. Is that? Homie, you lost. Yo, he almost.
I never saw that. Why is your bezel falling off? That is embarrassing. Why is your bezel falling off? Oh my God, that's crazy, bro. You know how Pimp My Ride just kind of ruined our childhood, bro? A lot of the rappers that we used to idolize were broke. Wow, bro.
Almost lost the bezel.
It's a screw-on.
Get that before we continue. That's gotta go. You know what? Just hold it like that.
When you post this photo, I'm asking the question. I don't know what the hell it is. So.
Oh yeah. So basically, I was traveling to New York, right? And I was on a commercial flight. So I saw a picture that I liked. It was my mood picture. So I posted. I put travel day. So someone's on the plane. They take a picture of me, right? And says, well, that's kind of odd. How is he flying?
He got that shit on though. It looks kind of real. I'm not gonna lie. That's a Jubilee Rolex. Is it a Jubilee? It's a Jubilee Rolex. Looks like a 41. I can't really tell. Though.
Private when he's right here in front.
It's real, right? It got that glow to it.
Of course he knows.
Are you ready?
I know, right? Of all people.
Hold on, you're not getting on the stone.
Oh, okay. I'm getting on the stone, bro.
But Jay-Z summed it up with this.
He sounded like a goat.
Line.
More important is loyal fees. That's how it is now. That's how it always be. I never change. This is always me. Yo, oh fuck, I forgot
Just move on. Just move on.
You
Just
know
move on. Just move on. Just move on.
No, because I gotta say my piece, bro. I gotta say my piece. I gotta say my piece, bro. Shout out to Flaming Cactus for the pumps up. Yo, nah, because nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Nah, you know what? We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. But that's not canceled. None of that. Like, listen.
And we getting ahead of ourselves. The truth is,
because I got so much I want to say, but we just gonna
just
wait.
move on. Just let
We
it
just
go.
gonna
Just let it
wait.
go.
We just
Just
gonna
let it
wait.
go.
We just gonna wait. We just gonna wait. We just gonna wait. We just gonna wait.
most of this is not even these rappers' fault. These dudes are really just doing what they've seen their idols do. But their idols eventually
Gucci Mane, his jewelry is so crazy, but his shit is real. Gucci be having $10 million tennis. Oh man, with the pointer.
outgrow the nonsense and back away from it. Look at Jay's 444 album.
You want to know what's more important than throwing away money at a strip club? Credit.
And he was the main dude pushing the idea of jewelry, fast cars, and spending big dough.
Nigga!
Competitive nature set
all right.
on tone for the new generation.
Yo, this is great. This is a year ago, so he would have never known that this shit was happening.
But the fans love it. And therein lies the birth of the fake world of broke rapper lifestyle. And it's interesting because I never think of rappers as victims, but they are. Let's look at how a record...
Wait, hold on, bro. I'm a rapper, bro. You're not about to... I'm not a victim, bitch. What you mean? He said, but they are.
Contract really breaks down to really understand how broke rappers actually are.
Your single was 99 cents, mine was
$4.
This is an incredible...
Last year when niggas thought it was all luck, but this year I've done it again. Jicka, what the fuck? All right.
Incredibly slept on Jay-Z line, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it illustrates how far apart good rap...
I never even put that together. Your last... Mine was $4. He's saying that your split is shitty. Oh my God.
Business is from bad rap business, and this new generation is almost exclusively bad rap business. So when Jay dropped this line, he was in a joint venture with Def Jam, which usually means somewhere around a 50-50 split. If the single was $4, that means $2 to Rockefeller, $2 to Def Jam. Jay is an executive and an artist, so he gets paid twice on this single. The average artist gets roughly 10%, but since Jay was the boss, he probably paid himself around 25%. 25% of $2 is 50 cents. That leaves $1.50 to be split between Jay, Dame, and Biggs, 50 cents each. So let's assume Jay was getting $1 to his bottom line per single sold. So let's put up the scoreboard. Jay, $1 per single. Now let's look at the new generation. Remember, the new generation is only 99 cents, and the average new artist deal would be about 10%, which would leave them with about 10 cents per record sold. So with about 1 million records sold, Jay would have made about $1 million, while the average artist would have made about 100,000.
There is no split with me. I don't make any money from music. I mean, I do, but it's not a lot yet. So there's no splitting either. I don't have anybody. It's just me.
Let's not forget that.
How do you split yourself? That's a fucking crazy question. Yo, bro, I don't like that shit. What kind of question is that? What was that? How do you split yourself?
Why'd you didn't have to read it, you know that, right?
No, bro, because it just hit me like I felt like he meant it that way. I feel like he said it that way on purpose. Cause he spelled my name with a U. Why the fuck you spell cool kid like that? What the fuck was that? God damn. That was insane. Shit.
Which artist took an advance, and that advance was probably $250,000. And this is how you can have an artist with a platinum single and still be in debt
broke.
to the label.
Yeah.
And the mechanics of how an album works are even worse, but we'll save that for another video. So when you see artists throwing money and copping jewelry, usually that's the money they got from the label
From the
to make
advance.
the album. It's all a big contradiction, because so many artists say they use rap and sell drugs to escape the hood and take care of their families just to get rich and blow it all on bullshit. Look at this list. You're gonna see some legends on this list. This is just a list of artists that have had to fight their way out of a bad
I know the Clips had a bad deal.
contract at some point in their career.
Drake? I don't know if Drake had a bad deal. I know he was signed to a lot of people, but I don't think he had a bad deal. I don't know anything about his deal though.
And many times that bad contract was during the time that they were at the height of
Frank Ocean had a bad deal. He got out of it though, smart.
their sales. So they didn't even profit.
Is that Joe Budden? he looks completely different. He got them weed smoking lips, but like the small weeds, because I don't know anything about weed. I don't smoke weed, but he looked like he smoked little small weeds, like the last little bit of the weed. So he'd be like, you know what I'm saying? That don't look like him anymore, because he get big weeds now, because he make money now. But I guess back then he was smoking the little small weeds, like the little you know, when you're done with the weed, it's at the end of the. Yeah, that is not Joe Budden. Yes, it is. That's Joe Budden. Cooking with Kaya collab. I actually heard of that girl today. I can cook. Oh, I need to show y'all the picture of Dream's
Cooking
eggs.
with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
Shut up. Certified gooner. Certified gooner. Wow, that's crazy.
From the best years of their artistry.
No, but wait. I think Baby was the only person to have a 90-10. I guess Lil Wayne though. Lupe Fiasco had yeah, probably.
A lot of times they've had to find other ways creatively to make money.
Mace had a bad day. For sure, Mace had a bad day.
The height of their success. So then I think
Meg
about
Thee
like a
Stallion
new
had a bad
artist who
deal.
signs a deal, gets
Nas had a bad deal.
doesn't manage
NWA
it right,
had a
it's
bad
in
deal.
bad contract.
Prince had a bad deal.
Right. Then they get on the internet and flex, and now they have an image to uphold. So the next thing you know, they robbing the next man.
The Locks.
And to try to keep the image
TLC
up to hopefully sell records to get
Twista?
the money that they already got that they should have made.
Tiger and YNW Melly.
You get what I'm saying?
Wiz Khalifa and Pusha Ice-T.
I think a lot of mistakes that get made is what you just said, right? You got an advance from a major.
And you blow it.
And maybe you didn't spend it in the smartest way.
Man, I went splurging.
And a lot of people don't realize, like, you know, you get that advance.
You're supposed to pay that shit back.
Your music has to make that much money back times whatever your terms are.
Otherwise, the conversations get dry. And
well, also otherwise you're not going to see any money off your music.
Right.
Ever.
You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
you're
that's
in
your
debt
big
from
nut,
the
and
start.
you gotta kind of make that shit stretch. You know what I'm saying? For, you know, young independent artists watching this, what would be some advice you give them?
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta,
as far as, you know, taking the advance or.
I mean, I would say like with the advance, invest it like straight back in yourself. Pay some bills, but invest it straight back into the business. Because
But you know what's crazy though? You can't you can get all the advice in the world. Like people tell you this shit all the time, but until you're in that position, you don't know how you would handle it. You got to handle it, bro. You have to if you guys ever come across or win, because I believe in all of you, when you guys come across money, not just in music, when you guys come across money, be smart from the very start. Like bars. Oh my God. Hold on. Where my motivational music at? Be smart from the very start. Full camp motivation. I ain't say nothing but a word, nigga. I ain't say nothing but a word. Because this is actually real shit. I was going to actually say some real shit. History. Hold on. Wait a second. Now why? Here we go. Because you know we clip farm. Hey man, look. Listen. If y'all ever come across some money, not if, when, because I take myself serious with this music going on, bro. That's why you add the music later. But hold on, I'm gonna try. Just look at how genuinely you get your money, bro. You could blow it immediately, or you could let it build up. You could bubble up. You could put it in places that's gonna make you more money, make your money work for you. And then whatever you wanted at the beginning will be so easy for you to get. You're not even gonna want it anymore. You're gonna want more. So that's gonna inspire you to get even more money. And then you invest that money and put it in places that's gonna make you even more money. So then that thing you wanted to get is now super easy to get. And the first thing you wanted to get is not even a thought in your head anymore. It's peanuts. Because let's say you do something, right? Boom. Let's say you make some bread and you go get a fucking Bentley Continental GT cash. You know what I'm saying? And you go get a chain and you go get a bust down watch. First of all, the bust down watch is not going to be worth anything when you're done with it. Right? The chain ain't going to be worth anything when you're done with it because it's probably going to be custom. That Bentley is going to lose $200,000 in 5 years. But you bought it cash because you wanted to flex, right? But let's say you took that same money that you went and splurged on all that shit and you put it into something. I'm still figuring out these some things, right? But you put it into something, invested it in yourself and your business and your brand, whatever. And now you're making whatever that Bentley costs you're making way more than that. Now you can go buy 3 Bentleys, but you don't even want that shit anymore because it's so easy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Want to break from the ads? Is that from? But anyway, seriously though, I'm being dead ass. If you take one thing from me, make sure you're smart with your money. Even now, bro, cut back on shit, cause you can stack up some money and make a play and build that money. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is not financial advice, cause I'm not a financial advisor. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways you could make shit work. Be disciplined, bro. Take yourself serious and put yourself first and keep God in your life, fuck nigga. Anyway, yeah, let's get back to this. Let's finish this.
Today, if the music not going and you ain't got nothing cracking in the people's face and marketing and going like
cracking in the people's face. I'm sorry.
Advancement, like you got a chain and some money and some. You know.
So why are rappers so pressed for clout? What is it that?
But okay, there's also another way to spin this. You could make like, bro. All right, I'm gonna give y'all some game right now, right? This is a method, if you will, right? You could like look lit, and that'll bring people to you because it gives you credibility, and you could use that as a tool instead of a hindrance for yourself. Now, that's kind of what they do, but they do it the wrong way. They do it when they're not actually able to do it. When you get these things and you like increase your appeal, I guess, because like, all right, you want to rap or you want to be a businessman and you have a card, that's your business card. You know what I'm saying? Now people will take you a little more serious. You could use it to your advantage, but it's just a way where you can make it a business instead of making it a personal thing where you're just splurging. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say, but yeah, it's a method. You know what I'm saying?
These artists feel like they have to sacrifice their financial well-being and the future of their careers just to look good today. I mean, the pressure from this type of situation is unbearable. Remember when Lil Wayne was having seizures on flights because he was ODing on drugs? Why do you think these dudes are over-medicating themselves in these situations? It's the pressure from the spotlight, the finances, and what they have to do and who they have to be to please the fans and meet all of their financial obligations as artists. I mean, just look at how many rappers have been exposed for wearing straight up fake jewelry. Or look how many artists have been exposed for trying to look richer than they actually are. I say it like this: shout out to any of the managers, lawyers, labels, or individuals that are trying to hold these artists accountable, teach them some level of financial literacy, and get their heads in the right direction. It's time we pray for the next generation. Culture Decoded.
Damn, that was actually kind of a cool video, bro. Of course it looks cool to have all these things, but bro, I don't think you'll ever see, matter of fact, I don't have it on me. I don't think you'll ever see me doing a money phone or like, you know what I mean? Maybe in a music video, but barely, because that's just not my personality. I don't really like flexing. I really like nice things, but I don't like flexing. Like, I don't really, you know, if you see it, you see it. I'm not going to be in your face like, blah, 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 blah. But if you see it, you see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jay-Z mistakes that went horribly wrong. I don't want to watch that right now. I mean, it is kind of crazy. When did this come out? Hold on.
Jay-Z.
A year ago. I don't want to, I can't, bro. Because Jay-Z, like, listen. Nah, not even going to get into it. What were we going to see? I kind of want to see the Drake shit. That Drake video was kind of cool looking. The Rise of Drake. Well, maybe it's not that good then. Okay, the GTA theories, the broke rappers. I still want to see this fucking 1400 horsepower thing. You better take that Millie. Break me off for calm 200. What's going on? Hit a money spread real quick. Okay, let's see. What are we watching? Dumbest rappers who went broke. Okay, let's see.
Before filing for bankruptcy, 50 Cent was spending $108,000 per month
God
to rent an
damn!
18-bedroom mega mansion, while T-Pain's bankruptcy was so brutal that by the end of it, he had to borrow money just to buy Burger King. However, let's begin.
Burger King. 50 Cent rented that spot? I thought he bought the Connecticut mansion. The cars on the MTV Crib shit was fake, but damn, I don't know.
Talking about DMX,
Rest in peace, DMX.
who had to file for bankruptcy on 3 separate occasions as he couldn't afford child support. You see, DMX had 17 children with 11 different women. And almost every child resulted in some kind of lawsuit or child support requirement. For example, DMX was sued for $1.5 million.
What the fuck you need 1.5 mil? Oh my God.
Worth of child support in 2008 after a genetic test confirmed that he...
You have to understand something about DMX though. And this is what confuses me because they're saying he went broke or whatever. But like, bro, look at this video I'm about to show you, bro. This is the most insane thing. This is the most inspiring thing I've ever seen. And this is something that I want to do so bad. If you ever seen this video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Whoops. Look at this shit, bro. This was insane. This is Woodstock, bro. This dude performed in front of 400,000 people and everybody knew the words. Look at how many people that is. That's the whole earth in one venue. And everybody knew the words. So you're not telling me DMX didn't like come out of his deal like on top. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. Those are genuinely people. It's 400,000 people sitting right there. It's Woodstock. Wow. So I don't get it. I don't understand. Maybe afterwards he like messed the money up, but
he was the father of the previously unclaimed.
Let your answers after cry with his kids. That shit just took me.
Nah, come on, bro. Rest in peace. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Rest in peace, DMX, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's crazy. That is insane. That is insane. That
Baby, which when combined with his declining music career, resulted in his first bankruptcy filing. 4 years later in 2012, DMX was sued by a different ex-partner for a further $1 million worth of child support.
Child
support? This lawsuit, he'd file for bankruptcy a second time. His third bankruptcy would occur in 2016.
But that sounds like just a defense mechanism. Some people use bankruptcy as a defense mechanism. Like not everybody goes broke that files for bankruptcy. At least I think. I'm not 100%. I don't know.
During which it would be discovered that DMX had racked up a further $1.7 million worth of unpaid child and family support, which accompanied $950,000 in bank debt and $1.7 million worth of tax debt. Since he had $0 in his bank account, DMX was sentenced to 6 months in prison for the child support, a further year in prison for the unpaid taxes, and was also ordered to pay the government $2.29 million in restitution after he was released from his time behind bars. However, DMX never had the chance to pay the amount back in full, as he died in April 2021.
3 years ago? Holy
and despite
shit.
his extensive family tree, DMX never wrote a will, meaning that his family was still involved in money-related legal battles after he was dead and buried.
See, bro,
Tiger was certainly better at managing his child support payments, although he definitely had a weakness when it came to luxury spending. After cultivating his career as a successful rapper, Tiger's name entered news headlines after he'd purchased a $200,000 Mercedes Maybach for his girlfriend, while being $480,000 behind in rental payments.
How the fuck are you 480K? How do you miss that? Oh my God.
Payments on a luxury Malibu home. As a result, Tiger was sued by his landlord, although he'd failed to show up to court as he was on holiday in Turks and Caicos. Yet this situation wasn't the only example of Tiger spending big in one area while being financially behind in another. For example, in 2016, while shopping for a new Bentley, Tiger's Ferrari 458 was repossessed in the parking lot as Tiger hadn't been paying for the loan.
That's not a 458, that's a 488.
458 was repossessed in the parking lot.
See the wheels?
As Tiger had
unless he put 488 wheels on a 458.
Been paying for the loan. Despite this, Tiger would go on to purchase another Mercedes Maybach, as well as a Land Rover, a Rolls-Royce Ghost, and a Rolls-Royce Cullinan.
All right, see, you wildin'. That's what I'm saying. You wildin'. These...
And all of which were repossessed for non-payment.
Damn.
While he was seen looking at a brand new Lamborghini.
That's cap, because how does he keep getting new cars if he has repos on his credit? God damn.
In addition to this, Tiger was sued by a second landlord for $181,000 after once again missing rental payments in 2016, which was followed by a third property-related lawsuit in 2020, where Tiger had racked up over $200,000 in damages and unpaid rent on yet another rental property. It was then revealed that Tiger was being court-ordered to pay for $200,000 worth of unpaid jewelry, which accompanied the accusation by his ex-girlfriend Black China that he'd been missing child support payments. And just to add a cherry on top of the cake, while all of this was going down,
back taxes owed comes to $890,000. How is he not panicking? I would have been just bought a Honda Civic and chilled. Holy shit.
Tiger was in $890,000 worth of tax debt to the government. Despite all of this, Tiger is still seen flexing a lavish life on social media, which is a luxury unavailable to rap producer Scott Storch,
went crazy.
Who blew through $70 million in less than...
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, see, I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I'm not being dramatic. I promise you.
So fucking dramatic, boy. This nigga is dramatic as hell.
I didn't mean to do that. That shit took me out. I didn't mean to do that. My fault. No, I know I'm dramatic. I know that I like play around a lot. But I swear to you, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't do that on purpose. But $70 million in 3 years? 70 divided by 3 is what? Like, how much? Bro, how do you even, where do you spend that kind of money, bro? 70 million divided by 3 is almost 25 million a year. Where, like, okay. All right, chat, let's put together an imaginary list of things, right? You have to put into perspective, that's buying 23 Bugattis a month. Now, private flights are very fucking expensive, right? So he's probably flying private all the time, right? Okay, but that's not $23 million worth in a year. Maybe, actually. Let's say if he flew, the private flight is what, like 20 bands, right? Let's just say, let's call it 20,000 times 365. That's 7.3. Oh yeah, that's 7.3 million in a year. So right there alone, that's bringing it down. Okay, yeah, that's fucking insane. That's crazy.
In 3 years. Scott had earned this money by producing for some of the biggest names in music.
Just imagine the legacy you could leave behind if you don't fuck it up, bro. 70 million in
including Kanye West, Dr. Dre, and Jay-Z. Yet Scott Storch is in
this. You had to see his MTV Cribs episode. He was one of the only ones that actually had this shit. This was his shit. He had the Bugatti. He had the drop head when the drop head was brand new. Nobody else had that shit. He had the SLR, obviously. He had a Super America. Do you know what a Ferrari Super America is, bro? Bro. Do you know what a Ferrari Super America is, bro? How much is Super America going for right now, bro? Let's see if DuPont Registry has one, bro. Disney. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. They're only 400 grand. Not only. Let me not say only because I know somebody in the chat gonna be like only, but I thought it was like a couple million. I ain't gonna lie. But this shit was like insane back then because it's a 575 with a convertible, so it's like the 812 GTS right now. So look, all right. Let me see. It's like the 812 GTS. So like the 812 GTS right now is how much? Like 8, like 7, 6, right? Something like that. So just imagine how much that shit was back then, bro. Like, yeah, 600 grand for a fucking car. But it was like rare though. You couldn't just like, it was rare back then. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah. And he had a Bugatti, bro. This is when Bugatti came out. Like, not when Bugatti came out, but when the Veyron came out. Like, 2 Rolls Royces right there. He had the drop head over to the, oh man. I gotta see this. I gotta watch this.
To diminish after he'd purchased an insane supercar collection.
30 cars, including Bugattis and
he had the Lambo drop, the 612 Scaglietti,
Ferraris and all that kind of stuff.
As well as a $10.5 million mansion where he housed more than 20 staff, including a boat captain, just in case he wanted to go out on his.
I don't even want a boat. I'm afraid of that shit. Look at how big that is. Hell no.
The captain was on full-time staff?
Yeah.
In case you want to take the boat out?
Yeah.
And the boat was how many bedrooms?
7,
7-bedroom boat, worth about how much?
20 million.
Oh, we got 1 year's worth of finance already. 20 foot. Oh my God, bro. Wow.
20 million.
Scott went on to explain just how much this lifestyle was costing him.
My monthly overhead for my household employees was somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 million a month I was spending.
And that if he continued to work, there wouldn't have been any problems, although this isn't what he would do.
It went from me working and delivering to doing drugs and not going to the studio.
I just stopped working, and then I got depressed and jaded.
As mentioned, Scott stopped making music and instead began to get addicted to the nightlife in Miami. And with no money coming in plus $1 million a month going out, it was only going to be so long before Scott hit zero. By 2009, just 3 years after having a net worth of $70 million, Scott had filed for bankruptcy.
Oh my God.
6 years later, Scott would file for bankruptcy a second time, claiming to have a grand total of $3,600.
Yo, do you know how depressing it must be to go from $70 million to $3,600? Oh my, yo, my heart, my stomach. Oh my God, bro. Yo, bro. Wow, bro. Oh my God. Give me a second, chat, because that I'm just like calculating in my head, because you have to understand that he was used to a certain lifestyle. So now you can't even do the shit. Like, you're a has-been at this point. Now you have to be like, damn, I remember when I used to, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about at that point. Now I think he's back on. But like, you have to be like, damn, I was just flying private. I had a 7-bedroom boat. You know what I'm saying? Like, to now having only $3,600, you can't even pay any of the one employee. Like, bro. I saw the dudes that stole the money in Bitcoin. Oh my God.
Of assets to his name, $100 in cash, $500 in clothing, and a $3,000 watch.
God,
Most shocking,
damn.
his music companies are valued at $0.
Damn.
In 2014, he made a grand total of only $10,000.
Damn.
Fat Joe was one of the only rappers to keep their friendship with Scott, possibly because Fat Joe went through a similar situation himself. Fat Joe had earned $1.18 million in 2007, $1.28 million in 2008, $265,000 in 2009, and $630,000 in 2010. However, despite having made this $3.3 million in only 4 years, Fat Joe failed to pay taxes on it.
It'd be fire if you reacted the Drake vlogs where he went on his private jet and gave a tour of his house Lamau.
Wait, Drake did that? Really? I never saw that. I gotta see that. Hell yeah. I'm hungry. So I'm
able to come up with $718,000 and had also done extensive charity work. However, this wasn't enough to satisfy the judge, who sentenced Fat Joe to 4 months in prison. Despite taking personal responsibility for his actions by stating, "There was a lot going on in the years that I didn't file my taxes, but it was my responsibility," less than 4 years later, Fat Joe entered news headlines again after the IRS revealed that he still owed them $1.1 million in taxes.
Bro.
However, this number was absolutely nothing in comparison to Fat Joe's friend Lil Kim, who owed almost 4 times more and became, quote, too poor to file for bankruptcy. Lil Kim wasn't nearly as successful as some of the other rappers featured on this list. However, this didn't stop her from purchasing a $2.3 million mansion back in 2002, notably with the help of a mortgage. Throughout the 2000s, Kim's music career slowed dramatically, and by 2018, Kim was filing for
one of the lowest selling albums in chart history. Yo, this is making my stomach hurt, bro. This is like terrifying. Oh my God. Oh my God.
The 2000s, Kim's music career slowed dramatically, and by 2018, Kim was filing for bankruptcy as she still owed the full $2 million on her property, despite the 16 years that had passed. In addition to this, Kim now owed $1.85 million to the government for 13 years worth of unpaid taxes, which accompanied a further $185,000 in unpaid legal fees. The bankruptcy became even worse after discovering that by 2018, Kim was earning a comparatively small $18,000 per month, of which $2,000 went to staff, another $2,000 went to clothing, and $10,000 went to travel fees.
Bitch, that's all the money.
Meaning she had less than $4,000 per month to dig herself out of $4 million worth of debt.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Yo, bro. Oh my God. How can you fall off like that? How is it possible? So in her case, like you're at the like he was saying, her career wasn't ever really crazy, but she like over you know what I'm saying? She went for a high mortgage and she's not paying her taxes, she's not paying for the mortgage, I guess. And then everything starts slowing down, so you can't really make the same amount of money. And yeah, wow.
Somehow Lil' Kim managed to, quote, get her finances into good shape, and her bankruptcy filing was dismissed. However, MC Hammer wasn't quite so lucky.
Yo, nobody make jokes about MC Hammer because this don't make jokes, all right?
Despite having the 5th best-selling hip-hop album of all
I'm dead ass serious. MC Hammer is one of them ones. You don't talk about MC Hammer.
Time, which sold 17 million copies and featured songs such as
Because I'm fine. They're gonna come after you. I'm good.
Can't Touch This, MC Hammer wasn't able to stay out of financial trouble. He bought more than 17 luxury cars, a private jet, 2 helicopters, and 21 racehorses. Some of the horses were valued at around $1 million. Most of his expenses, however, were on his home. He bought a property in Fremont, California for $12 million and spent another $30 million on renovation.
Damn! Yo, you know how much 12 million was back in the 90s? Holy shit, he had a castle. Yo. Oh my God.
To turn it into his dream home. He added a bowling alley, basketball court, baseball field, recording studio, movie theater, 17-car garage, tennis courts, and 2 swimming pools to the 40,000 square foot.
Nigga had a fucking Taj Mahal, bro. That is a dream, actually. But oh my God. One of the pools was shaped like his signature baggy pants. That's wow.
Mansion. One of the pools was shaped like his signature baggy pants that came to
But this is what I'm saying. Like, take your time, right? Oh man.
Be known as Hammer Pants. He added several marble statues of himself throughout the property and installed a gold hot tub in his bedroom. And to keep everything running smoothly,
went crazy. You can't say he didn't
staff
live.
of nearly 200 people on the property, which cost him an estimated $500,000 a month.
200 people at your house at all times? 500,000. Everybody's getting paid $2,500 a month. 200
month. Unsurprisingly, less than 5 years later, MC Hammer had filed for bankruptcy, at which point it would be revealed that he hadn't only spent his entire
went through approximately 73 million in today's dollars in just 5. Bro, I swear to you, when I touch this kind of money, you wouldn't even know. Well, you would see a Bugatti. You would see a Bugatti. But I'm not like I don't care for private jets. Like I don't want any of that. Like I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of this shit.
A $70 million fortune, but had also taken on a further $13 million in loans, which had been borrowed from over 200 different lending institutions. Despite
I didn't even know there was. This is his. Oh my God. God damn, that's just a fucking movie theater. That is a mini mall. That's not the crib, is it? God damn.
Having spent a total of $42 million on his California dream home, the property resold for only $6.5 million.
Time to start doing Hellcat POV videos.
Yo, I have like goosebumps right now.
However, if we're on the topic of expensive homes being repossessed by the bank, we need to talk about Birdman, who's ranked as the 15th richest rapper in the world with a net worth of $110 million. But this is what makes Birdman's story unique. If he was worth over $100 million, why was his Miami mansion being repossessed by the bank for non-payment? Birdman had purchased the home back in 2012 for $14.5 million, yet by 2017 a foreclosure suit had been filed by the bank, and quote, all personal items within the home, including platinum records gracing the walls, a pool table and dozens of pairs of shoes, were all confiscated and placed in storage. The mansion was eventually sold by the bank for $10.85 million in July 2020. However, Birdman's lawyer has come out to explain the foreclosure, stating that it was the result of illegal loan terms set by the bank, so perhaps take Birdman's bankruptcy with a grain of salt. However, there's no ambiguity around how T-Pain went broke, as he's now come on multiple podcasts to explain just how brutal his bankruptcy was. T-Pain had built up a net worth of over $40 million at his peak in 2007, with all of his closest rap friends advising him that as long as he kept rapping, the money would keep on coming in.
Everybody before me that I had to look up to, they were just like, no, this is great. Once you start rapping, it's just money all the time. Nothing bad's ever gonna happen. Your family's not gonna come after you. Just rap, and it's just girls and swimming pools after this.
I love T-Pain, bro. I want to meet this dude.
Out of control.
I bought my Bugatti.
You bought it for $2.1 million.
$2.1 million.
And then you, very shortly thereafter, you sold it for, all they gave you was $800,000.
Yeah.
So it was like renting a car for $1.3 million.
Yeah.
With the purchase of his Bugatti accompanying a $400,000 chain and houses for his workmates.
I got this house I want to get. I got this other house for my assistants.
Okay, this one I heard this one. He got fucked over because they were talking about like real estate investment and they fucked him over on that.
My runners.
No, I didn't buy a Hellcat.
My producers and stuff. So we bought a house after that, and we just started going crazy with the money. I wasn't paying attention to it.
Which was extra bad, as T-Pain never even checked in on how much money he had.
I didn't want to know because I was led to believe that it's only gonna grow. Because these rappers told me that I'm just gonna make money forever. It's just gonna keep going up and up.
In the process, T-Pain began to create less music, and within a few years, his accountant was advising him that he was almost out of money.
My accountant was like, dude, you're like out of money. And I was like, no, I'm not.
And while T-Pain seemed confident that he had plenty of cash left, reality set in for him after he'd have to borrow money just to buy food.
When you say you was broke, you had like $0 broke?
I had to borrow money to get my kids Burger King.
What's the most you ever had in the bank?
Yo, that is so defeat. Oh my God.
40 million.
However, T-Pain was lucky to get
my kids Burger King.
What's the most you ever had in the bank at one time?
40 million.
However, T-Pain was lucky to get away with the loss of only 40 million, as the final person on our list makes this number look like loose change.
Now, I don't know about this. I don't think 50 Cent, I don't think he ever went broke. I think that 50 Cent is very smart. I didn't buy a new car. What's wrong with y'all?
Cent. 50 didn't only release the 10th best-selling American hip-hop album of all time, but he also made over $100 million on a vitamin water investment, plus a further $78 million from a luxury underwear deal. In the late 2000s, 50 Cent made an estimated $300 million in only
Relax.
2 years, so when he'd announced that he was filing for bankruptcy in mid-2015, with debts totaling over $32 million, the entire world was thinking the same thing. How did this happen? Well, after 50 Cent uploaded a sex tape with Rick Ross's girlfriend, 50 was successfully sued for $7 million, which accompanied another court order for 50 Cent to pay $17 million to a headphone manufacturer after one of their collabs went sour. 50 Cent's clothing company G-Unit Clothing then fell out of the spotlight, which accompanied the closing of his movie company G-Unit Productions, as well as his boxing company SMS Promotions. Throughout the whole process, the global financial crisis had taken a toll on the value of 50 Cent's investments, and by 2015 he was earning a comparatively small $185,000 per month. You could certainly argue that this was enough for 50 to get back on his feet. However, $108,000 of this monthly income was going toward an 18-bedroom mega mansion, while the remaining $77,000 was going toward menial expenses such as his gardener, with bankruptcy documents revealing that 50 Cent still owed money to his stylist, fitness coach, and even his barber. Despite this, he began to troll on social media with posts such as this one, spelling out the word broke with $100 bills, and within 2 years, 50 Cent had paid back $23 million worth of his $32 million debt. 50 Cent eventually got back to zero, and according to Google, has built up a net worth of $40 million over the last 5 years.
I don't know. That video was heartbreaking. Oh my God, that was a horror video. I don't even like watching horror shit. That was scary. Oh my God. Wow. I like that kind of video though. That was nice.